Hi students, this is the fourth lesson on sets actually. In the last three lessons we have been studying about sets. Today, first let me solve two problems which are remaining on the concepts which we studied last class. First one is this, it is 1.11, that is 11th example. Write the power set of the following. First question is this, A equal to set of all x such that x belongs to R, and x square plus 7 must be 0. So what is the power set of this one? See here condition is first x should be real number, x square plus 7 equal to 0. Now look at this one, x square plus 7 equal to 0. Whatever value x, real value you take here, square of that is always positive. Positive number plus positive cannot be 0. This means there is no such x here. So x has no value satisfying this. So therefore, what is A now? It should be pi. So it cannot have any element. So what is the power set of pi? Therefore, power set of pi is actually the set containing pi only. So only one element. So this is power set. Second question is b equal to y such that y belongs to natural number 1 less than y less than 3. So this is the condition. Now when you write this in the roster form, definitely it will be 1, then 2, then 3. So there are 3 elements. And you have studied the property. If a set contains 3 elements, there will be 2 power 3. 2 power 3 means 8 subsets will be there. And we have to write all the subsets in the power set. Therefore, power set of B will be equal to, you have to start with the empty set, that is the first set subset, then singleton set 1, then 2, then 3. So these are the singleton sets. Then 2 elements, that is 1, 2, then 2, 3, then 1, 3. These are the sets containing 2 elements. And the last one is the set itself, 1, 2, 3. So this is the power set. Power set means you have to write it as a set. So this is power of set of B. So the second part of the 1.11. Now there is one more question remaining. In the last class we have studied subset of reals as interval. So there are two questions we have to work out. So let us work out the questions. First question is, write the following sets in interval form. So that is the question. First question is, this is 1.12. First question is this, given set is this, x such that x belongs to R, that is the first condition. Then minus 1 less than x less than 2. So there is no difficulty in writing this one directly. It is, see this side it is open, so it is minus 1, and this side it is closed, so 2, so it is semi open semi closed, so 1. This is the interval form. We have done this type of question. Second question is, second question, x such that x belongs to R, then 1 less than 2x minus 3, then less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to, here both side here less than or equal to. Now whenever you want to do this type of question, of course this is the first such question. See, you have to consider this one first. 1 more than or equal to 2x minus 3 more than or equal to 0. So here I should want only x. Therefore what I have to do is add 3 throughout. See, this is the idea we should have. See, 3 is less than, for example, 5. Now for this inequality, suppose you add any same number both sides, still inequality will be valid. For example, 3 plus 1 is less than 5 plus 1. You can check 3 plus 1 is 4, 5 plus 1 is 6. 4 is less than 6. Suppose you subtract, for example, minus 3. Anything you can subtract, but same number you have to subtract. So here it is 0 less than 2. Still it is correct. 0 is less than 2. Therefore, in case of inequality, what we can do is same number can be added, same number can be subtracted also. Therefore, here what we do is 1 plus 3 more than 2x minus 3 plus 3 more than 0 plus 3. So, this is the first thing. So, 4 less than or equal to 2x less than more than or equal 4 more than or equal to 2x more than or equal to 3. Now here I don't want to, therefore divide. Division also, dividing by positive value, it will not change the inequality. Therefore you have to write 4 by 2 more than x more than 3 by 2. So that means 4 by 2 means 2 more than or equal to x more than or equal to 3 by 2. Of course, this is written in the reverse order. Bigger number is here, smaller number is here. Write in the reverse order first. 3 by 2 less than x, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 2. So now this should be written as interval for both sides. It is less than or equal to, so closed interval. Interval form will be definitely 3 by 2, then 2, then closed. So this is the interval form. So this completes the examples left out in the last class. Now today let us study some more concepts related to sets. One is universal set. Universal set. So what is universal set? Now let me explain with the help of an example. Say, let me take A as set of all students of your class. So this set I am taking as the universal set. I can take it as universal set provided, suppose you take say B equal to set of boys of your class. Suppose C equal to set of girls of your class. So when you see, now it is very clear, B is the subset of A, C is also subset of A. Therefore this set you can take as universal set and it is denoted by U. Now suppose you take, let us say X equal to set of all students of your college. So in this case what happens is, this becomes the subset once again. See, set of all students of your class will be the subset of this. In that case I can take this as the universal set. That means universal set is not unique. It depends on how you select it. For a particular purpose, any set can be taken as universal set provided you can form some subsets out of it. So that is the idea. Once again you can extend this argument. See, you set of all students of your college. Suppose there are 4 colleges in your town. Then set of all students of your town, that becomes the universal set. Set of students of your college becomes the subset, which means universal set is not unique. It depends on you, the choice of choice. Therefore you have to define the universal set for a particular context. So you can say this way, a set which contains all elements, very important, all elements under a particular context. So that context you have to define. For example, you can take set of students of set of boys in your class, that itself can be taken as universal set, provided, see for example, boys who are playing cricket, set of boys who are playing volleyball, set of students who are playing carrom, like that you can form different subsets. So any set can be taken as universal set. The moment you take it as universal set, it is denoted by U, the first letter of the universal set. This is one thing. Second, universal set doesn't mean it is a set which contains all the elements of the universe. No, that is a misconception. You should not think like that. Second one is, it is not unique. It is depending on your choice. So this is all about the universal set. Let us take one example. Say sometimes you have to decide which set can be universal set. Say for example, I can take, say A equal to, say 1, 2, 3, and B equal to, say 2, 3, 4, and C equal to, let us say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Among these three, which set you can take universal set? Very simple, because this C contains all the elements of A also, 1, 2, 3. It also contains all the elements of B, 2, 3, 4. So definitely this you can take as universal set. These two are the subsets. So this is the idea. Same way, you can give many examples. Let us say, for example, I will take X as, say, a set of all X such that X belongs to R. Then Y as set of all Y such that Y belongs to N. And Z as set of all Z such that Z belongs to Z, that is integers. So which set you can take as universal set? Definitely this is universal, because all the natural elements are here, numbers are here, all the integers are also here in the real numbers. I have explained this in the last class. Therefore definitely this should be taken as universal set. These two are the subsets. So this is the idea of universal set. The next one is Venn diagram. This is the next important concept, Venn diagram. That means a set can be represented using a diagram that is called Venn diagram. And John Venn, a British mathematician, he started this idea, therefore it is called Venn diagram. So there are certain conventions. Suppose you take universal set U and some other set A, B, etc. How to represent them? Say this A and B are the subset of U. Let us take for example U equal to, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let us say, and B equal to, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and A and B equal to, say, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then how to represent them in Venn diagram? What you have to do is, you have to represent like this. Universal set is always denoted by rectangle. Then A and B, before you draw the diagram, you have to look at this one. 4 is common here in A and B. Therefore what you have to do is, you should represent this by two circles like this. This is A, this is B. Whatever is in A you have to write here, whatever is in B you have to write here, but whatever is common it should be here. Therefore 4 you have to write here, and place is not important, anywhere you can write. Say for example here you can write 1, then 2, then 3, here 4, and 5, then 6 and 7. But U contains 8 also, but it is outside because it is not in A, it is not in B. 8 you can write anywhere. For example, you can write here or you can write here also. So this is the representation of Venn diagram. That is the representation of a given set in Venn diagram. Let me give a few more examples so that this idea will be clear. Say U, sometimes U is not given, therefore you need not actually, but you can just draw it. Say A equal to, say 1, 2, 3, B equal to, let us say 4, 5, 6, and let me take U also. U equal to, I will write here, U equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is U. Then what I have to draw is, this is U. Of course you can write here U. Then first you write 1, 2, 3, and here you see 4, 5, 6. There is no common element. Therefore, I have to draw the circle like this separately because there is no common element. 1, 2, 3, this is A, and 4, 5, 6, this is B, and 0 is there, it is not here and it is not here, therefore I can write outside, and 8, 7 is also there, 7 somewhere here, so this is the Venn diagram. So this is how we have to represent. Suppose sometimes say A is the subset of B, in that case you have to write like this. See, suppose A equal to 1, 2, 3 and B equal to, let us say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, universal set is not given, so no need, but let me just draw the rectangle. Then here you see 1, 2, 3 is here also. Therefore, what I have to do is first write a bigger circle, this is B, and A is the subset of B, therefore it must be inside only. This is A. Whatever is in A, first you write 1, 2, 3. Whatever is in B, which is not in A, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have to write here and here. So this is A, and it is very clear. The subset always is included inside the superset. So this is the idea. So this much is sufficient regarding the Venn diagram. Now let us proceed further. That is called set operations. So that is the next concept. So let us write set operations. What do you mean by set operations? See, in case of numbers, for example, you take natural number, then whole number, real, or even real number also, we have performed operation. For example, addition is an operation, subtraction is an operation, multiplication is an operation, division is an operation. Similarly, in case of sets also, we can perform operation between two sets. So let us see what are the operations. So these are the operations we define. First one is called set difference. Set difference. This is one operation. Second one is complement. Complement. Third one is intersection. Intersection. And the last one is union. So these are the four operations we perform on set. So it is denoted by like this. Suppose A is one set, another set is B, then A difference B. That is the difference of. So we also call it as A minus B or A difference B. So this is one operation. Complement. Suppose A is a given set. Complement is denoted by A complement. Let us study them in detail, but I am just mentioning how many operations are there that you have to remember. Intersection, we are using the symbol like this. That means A is one set, B is another set. It is A intersection B. Union of two set is denoted by A union B. So these are the symbols and these are the four operations. Now let us study one of them today in brief. Of course, in the next class we shall continue. The first one is set difference. So this is the first operation, set difference. So what do you mean by set difference? First let us take the example. You take for example A equal to 1, 2, 3 and B equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Then A difference B will be equal to, first let us write them, 1, 2, 3 difference, then 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what you have to do is, you have to search like this, 1 is here, 1 is not here, therefore I have to write. That means, idea is, whatever element is here, but it should not be here. So only those elements we have to write, that means 1 I have to write. Now look at 2, 2 is here, 2 is here, so that I cannot write. So if the same element is here and here also, those elements have to remove, that is the meaning of difference. So 2 I cannot write, 3 is here, 3 is here, so 3 also I cannot write, therefore A difference B is 1. This is the idea. Even you can find B difference A. So what I have to do is, same procedure, 2, 3, 4, 5 difference, 1, 2, 3. Now you have to search like this. 2 is here, 2 is here, I cannot write. Then 3 is here, 3 is here, I cannot write. So what is remaining now? 4, 5. Set of B which are not here. That means 4 and 5. Now you may have wondered what to do with this one. Don't worry. We are not bothered about the elements of the second set. We are bothered about only this. Element here should not be here. If that is there, you have to exclude them. So that is the meaning of that. Therefore, we can say like this now. The definition of A difference B can be defined like this actually. A difference B means set of all x such that, what is the condition? That x should be in A and x should not be in B. It should be in A, but it should not be in B. Now let us take a few more examples and clarify our concept. Let us take for example A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, B equal to say 5, 6, 7. I am taking one case like this. So what is A difference B? In the beginning it is always better to write them so that it is easy to perform the operation. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus or difference 5, 6, 7. Now you search like this. 1 is here, 1 there is no 1. Therefore definitely I have to write 1. The moment it is not here, I have to write here. Then to search for 2. 2 is here but 2 is not there. Therefore I have to write 2 also. 3 is here, 3 is not there. So I have to write this also. So the definition is x should be in A, but it should not be in B. So 4 is here. Therefore this is now A only. See, we can get A. What is the speciality? Here the condition is A and B are disjoint. Disjoint means whatever element is here is not here. Therefore we get A only. Let us take a few more examples. Say A equal to x, y, B equal to, let us say x, y, z, 3 elements. What is A difference B? So I have to write first x, y, then difference x, y, z. Now x is here also, I cannot write. Y is here also, I cannot write. So no element is left out, so it is pi. Therefore A difference B can be pi also. So this is pi. There is a special observation you have to make. A is the proper subset of B, therefore all the elements of A are also in B. So when you take the difference, it is pi. But you can also see what is B difference A. See, B difference A is xyz minus xy. See, now here you see x is here, I have to remove. Y is here, definitely I have to remove. But z is remaining, I have to write z. So this is how we can find the difference. Now the last concept of that difference is we can also represent them in a Venn diagram. So how to represent in general? Say for example, you take a set A. Universal set is not necessary actually. This is A, this is B. Now what do you mean by A minus B? Definition says this must be equal to set of all x such that x should be in A and x should not be in B. It should not be in B. That means I have to take the elements of A which are not in B, means which are is common here also I cannot take. So this side, this is A difference B. This much is called A difference B. Same way, I can also find what is B minus A. B minus A by definition is Y such that Y belongs to B and Y does not belong to A. So it should be in B, but it should not be in A. That means it cannot be here also. So whatever you get here, this is B difference A. So this is the meaning, or this is the way we can represent the set difference. Let me conclude here now the difference. I don't want to take in the next concept, that is complement. Today I have completed two important concepts. One is universal set. Universal set is denoted by U, and it is not unique. It depends on your choice. That is number one. Second one, of course, graphical or diagrammatical representation of set using a diagram that is called Venn diagram. Universal set is always represented by rectangle. Then other sets, subsets are represented by circle or oval shape. Then we have seen there are four operations: difference, then complement, then intersection and union. Today I have taken one operation, that is difference, and I have given you what is the definition of difference, then some examples. Let us continue with the second operation in the next class. If you have subscribed my channel, it is well and good, but my suggestion is you should go through all the lessons, that is from main lesson 1 to main lesson 4, 5, etc., so that there will be continuity and you will not miss any point. So please watch all the lessons in the same order, so that you will definitely get the clear idea of the chapter. Then of course in the supplementary lesson I will take the practice questions, that is self-test questions are there. Those things you can do well in advance, but then you can compare with my solution, so that you will be thorough with the chapter. So, and as you know, I will be uploading the lessons on all chapters. Therefore please subscribe, and I am putting all the lessons in a playlist, so that it is very easy for you to search and get all the lessons. Let us meet in the next lesson with the next operation, that is complement. Till then, bye, take care.